I don't know much about that Noah Miller situation. I just know a bunch of right wingers are like, oh, let's cancel him now because he's the CEO of canceling. Shut the fuck up. Like right wingers who don't give a shit about stuff like that. I just think like if someone does some dumbass shit, just gotta be like, hey bro, you did some dumbass shit. And if they're like, yeah, I did some dumbass shit, like, alright, let's just go forward from there. Like, I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. But there was a problem in that comment section because at first no one was taking anything seriously. Because you know how like Noah Miller's comment sections are all just a big meme. Like when he first made the apology, it was like his comments before like they settled was on that shit like not you being xenophobic. I was like, bruh. I was like, holy shit. Harry just froze. He shouldn't have made the joke. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have made the joke. I didn't really understand the joke. Well, let me rephrase that. I understood the joke. I guess. I don't know. I guess it wasn't his like stereotype to reappropriate, right? I don't know. What's the rule on xenophobic jokes? Because I'm an immigrant. I be telling Italians to go back to their country all the time. Because I fucking hate Italians. Also, white Cubans. Make jokes about your own ethnicity. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So I'm like Chechen, and I'm from Kyrgyzstan, just like the poorest country in the world. I feel like I have the right to make fun of Italians and white Cubans. And I'm gonna make fun of white Cubans because them motherfuckers voted for the person that that fucking banned my country from the US. So it's like, fuck you, right? And Italians, like, fuck you, Italians. Nah, but white Cubans, bro, they be pissing me off. And see, I had a lot of old tweets on, like, white Cubans. I didn't block Michael, by the way. I'm not on my phone. I don't have any mods in here, either. He just left. I had a lot of tweets about white Cubans. And I was like, go back, shit like that, right? And like one of them was like, wouldn't it be funny if Miami-Dade County was hit by or like, wouldn't it be funny if like white Cuban areas was hit by a hurricane named Castro? And then I was like, damn, Cuban food mad good. And if I like ever actually blow up and I happen to be in Miami and there's some good ass Cuban food around me and I'm like, damn, I want some Cuban food. I want to be able to walk into that bitch without my food spat on for the white Cuban slander. So I deleted those tweets. Not that I feel bad for them. I'll tell a white Cuban to fuck off any day. I'll tell a white Cuban Castro was epic any day of the week. It's just, why they make such good food? I can see how he curated the joke, but it's obviously controversial and should have thought about it a bit. Yeah, it's like you were just disconnected from like the struggles of certain people. it's some shit that like you gotta think about. It's like, cause I make TikToks on the fly and then I post them. I don't even see Michael in here. I can't mod people. Black scent? I don't have a fucking black scent. Oh my god, those comments piss me the fuck off. Y'all never met a motherfucker from the South, and it's so obvious. Damn, Luca, thank you. Let's chill out. Nah, there's Michael. There we go. Alright, there we go. People told me to stop using the word finna. Which is like, okay, sure. I don't think I used it that much anyway, though. I don't know, it's just some shit everyone around me used. He pulled the snowflakes? Yeah, whatever, bro. I don't care. I got work? Yeah, I got work. Fuck it, though. Who told you that? Someone put it in my Twitter replies, and I didn't understand it. And then I saw a post, and it was like, I get the ick when white people use the word finna. But it was a white person who made it. So I felt like it was that Spider-Man meme where people are pointing at each other. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I only use that word because a bunch of white cornballs around me also use the word. And I just like, thank you, Savannah. And I was like, damn, maybe they're kind of right on this. Can someone explain why AAV is bad to use? I think it's because it's considered by some people it's considered a type of cultural appropriation, especially if you're not like understanding of the struggles that POC have to go through, and you're just using it and you're just like a regular liberal, or like people who only use it for comedic value. Like, here's the thing, this is the way I talk with my mom, this is the way I talk with people online, this is the way I talk with my dad, this is the way I talk with fucking like teachers and shit like that. And it was always annoying to hear in school where people were like, why do you talk like that? When I moved to Pennsylvania especially, they're like, why do you talk like that? This is what pissed me off. White people would be like, because I only had white people in my school when I moved to Pennsylvania. Not here in Atlanta, but when I moved to Pennsylvania. Like, why do you talk black? Why do you talk lower class? So I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to let anyone tell me how the fuck I'm talking, right? I talk how the fuck I want to talk. So, that's just the way I've talked. Decode switch? No, I don't think so. There's sometimes social pressure on me to like speak King's English or whatever the fuck. On that Ben Shapiro bullshit. Like if I were at a job interview. On that Ben Shapiro bullshit. Like if I were at a job interview, I'd have to. But I feel like even fucking like, I feel like everyone has to do that horse shit. Like, salutations, sir. I am here for the interview of jobs. I would just like to say I am quite the experienced in this mannerism. It's fucking annoying. I do that for debates too, because like a lot of people wanna. So I used to be on the right? So I wanted to bring people from the right to the left, especially early on, and then I got manipulated by like fucking like hella right wingers into like thinking that they might have been even like good, respectable people with a differentiation of opinions. So I like disassociated and stopped on like that debate bro culture. But I used to use more proper English when talking to like people on the right to like hopefully appease them in a fashion. I don't even think I have a black accent. I just have like a southern like diction, like a southern lower class diction, I guess. Sometimes like I've lived in different parts of the country in the world, so I pronounce like a lot of things a lot differently from a lot of other things, and I use a lot of words that you wouldn't expect me to use. Like I use the word cat, right? So people are like, "Not you appropriating," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Your K's are very pronounced. Yeah, maybe. Pardon me. Bro, thank you, Luca. Damn, bro. You could chill. Bro is a gender neutral term for me. Talk Scottish. Yeah, I'm a gender abolitionist. I don't really give a fuck about gender. There's no point in it. When was the last time I was on a meeting? Ages ago. See, there's not many. Like, I was thinking about going back on to, like, talk with liberals. Oh, liberal! But, thank you, Sriracha. But, I just didn't do that. Because I hate getting my IP snatched. This shit smells amazing. Oh my god. What time is it? These are VPN. I've tried. It doesn't work. Candles. 5:12. I still wanted to watch a movie. It's almost like 3:12. That means you're in mountain time. How the fuck? Where did you go wrong to be living in mountain time? That's the question of the day. What an unfortunate situation you're in. Time for you to get a wash. So true. Imagine living in the mountains. It'd be nice, but I don't know about the Rockies. Too much wild shit. Big ass mountains. Fucking grizzlies. I mean, you got coyote problems everywhere, but especially out there. You gotta live in the Appalachians or the Ozarks. The Appalachians are the best place in the country, though. Like Tennessee, North Carolina, Western South Carolina, North Georgia. Thoughts on Seattle? I've never been. There's mountains there? Yeah, there's mountains in eastern Tennessee. Yeah, you probably should be staying inside at Inauguration Day. Whoever, anyone, honestly. From the 17th to the 20th. I hate driving through the mountains. I would too if I had a different car. Do you prefer living in the city or the country? The problem with the country is that everyone's implicitly racist, at the least. But usually explicitly racist. And you don't notice until you move away and you're like, damn, I was wrong about fucking everything. But I do like a small town though. I lived in a small town in Pennsylvania, like right on the Ohio border. What's the best state in your opinion? It really depends on the day. My favorite states are Texas, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, California, and Pennsylvania. And then some other states, like certain parts of other states that I like. I like certain parts of West Virginia. I'd assume that I would like Colorado, but I haven't been to Colorado, so I can't speak on it. I think I like certain parts of Nevada. And I like northeastern Ohio a lot, specifically the northeastern part of Ohio. I want to go to Oregon. Yeah. Oregon seems like a nice place to be, especially outside of Portland. Why do you pronounce Nevada like that? I pronounce every state correctly. Just a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people just pronounce states wrong. I do like California, but only like North California. Thoughts on the DMV? I only like the D. I don't like Virginia. I hate Virginia, especially like Fairfax County. Maryland, I'm not a particular fan of most of Maryland. I do like Western Maryland, specifically Garrett County. Arkansas is a pretty nice place too. Little Rock, Arkansas, Texarkana. I've only been to Arizona once, I don't remember it. Louisiana though, I lived in Louisiana. I lived in Baton Rouge, near Denham Springs. Wasn't a fan at the time. It's the most irrelevant state. Pronounce Appalachian? You can actually go into Google, type in Appalachian, hit the pronunciation button, and it will say Appalachian. Appalachian is a Native American word. It's pronounced Appalachian. Appalachian is a colonized version of the word. In North Carolina, in South Carolina, in Tennessee, in northern Georgia, everyone says Appalachian because that's the way it's pronounced. You say Appalachian. Both the natives and the the indigenous population and the locals. It's very obvious if you're a Yankee when you come down south. Very obvious. And it's little things like that that you wouldn't otherwise notice. So if you want to blend in, it's Appalachia. And don't enunciate North Carolina so much. I don't know why Northerners, North Carolina, like Siri said it. It's so fucking unnatural. North Carolina, South Carolina. It's like you guys are being forced. Isn't it good to be a Yankee? Like in the 1860s, yeah. I mean, they were on the right side of the fucking Civil War. But nowadays, Yankees are very classist and too patriotic. And very ignorant most of the time. Except, well, white Yankees. Most of the time. Do people actually live in New Hampshire? I don't know. I have been to New Hampshire, but I don't know. Most bussin' state. I don't know what you mean by most bussin' state. State with the best food? Good fucking question. So the one thing the South does better than everyone else is 1, pronounce words. 2, cook. There's no part of the country that cooks better than the South. So I feel like the best cooking is in Texas. Tex-Mex goes insane. Texas has some pretty damn good barbecue on the East. Very innovative with their foods. Nothing like a Longhorn steak. Texas. Shit. Texas. Florida. Louisiana. North Carolina. And either Tennessee or Georgia. Damn, I love food. Cali has good food. Yeah, Cali does have good food. Not Northern California, but for sure Southern California. Cali has good food trucks, particularly. I feel like you could make the case for New York City specifically, not for the rest of New York. The state of New York has some pretty god-awful fucking food outside of the city. Now the city goes insane. Oh my gosh. I get so excited when I get into the city and I know exactly where I'm about to go eat. Ray's Pizzeria, Joe's Pizza in Greenwich Village. And bro, New York City got the best. First off, honestly has the best city planning in the country relative to other places. Like, if you're in a place like fucking Houston or the DMV, like the Beltway especially, you're like, holy shit, I wish I was on Manhattan. Because, in Manhattan, I guess. Because, like, getting around Manhattan, although it seems, like, very crowded at first, it's very straight to the point. The city mapping is quite obvious. If you know where Madison Avenue is, Broadway, and like Fifth Avenue, and certain neighborhoods, like if you know not to go to Washington Heights, and if you know certain buildings, you're literally good to go. Like you only need 10 things to be able to get around NYC fine. Like, in my opinion, you just need to know where the FDR highway is, where Washington Heights is, like 125th Lexington, so that you don't fucking end up there. Where Madison Avenue is, where Broadway is, where 5th is, where the park is. And then for relativity, WTC, the Chrysler Building, and the Empire State. You're good to go. But if you're a North Manhattan, you kind of fucked up. No, but halal stands. Before, why do you say halal so weird? I'm literally American. Sorry, I know it's not that. But halal, like hot dog stands in Manhattan, go insane. Oh my god. Astaghfirullah. I've had fufu. Should go to Yellow Springs, Ohio. It's amazing. Well, what part of Ohio is that in? If it's like, damn, I need to light one of these bitches. Damn, this shit's not good as fuck. Wisconsin. What a place. Oh my god. Was Jesus a communist? Jesus was Jesus. It's a candle. What the fuck scent is this? Apple cinnamon. When did you become American? I was naturalized September 29th, 2017. I accidentally dapped up the dude who fucking gave me the certificate. So fucking embarrassing. Because, like, he's going for the handshake, and I go for the dap up, and then when I start dapping him up, I was like, oh, damn. So then I, like, reversed the dap up. I was like, let me not do this. So in his opinion, and you know, he wasn't with the shits. Not that I'm with the shits, but well, he didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So probably from his perspective, I was just tickling his hand. It was so fucking weird. Got a baller ass picture with it though. And then my school, oh shit, was not supposed to take that off. And then my school gave me a card for like being naturalized. There was some xenophobic ass shit. A bunch of kids fucking signed it. And like some of the signatures said shit like "fuck you, commie," because you know I'm fucking from post-Soviet states, from like Russia, Kyrgyzstan. Like you know, I have a lot of Russian in me. I'm Chechen. I lived in Kyrgyzstan. Was born in Kyrgyzstan. So like, oh, I'm a commie, right? I was like, fuck. Like one of them just said "f you, commie," and like other ones were like, "Trump is your president now." And at the time, I was like, funny, dark humor. Like, bro, they literally trick you into fucking. That's the thing, bro. Right-wing areas, growing up in like hella conservative areas, they're like, this is okay. And then they trick you into it. And then they tokenize people. You know, like I was a token in like for immigrants, right? And then there were so many, like there were people now I think about it who were just like tokens. Like, you know, that I'm black and I thought this was funny, right? And I just happened to be a token without even realizing it. I was like, oh, damn. No, I haven't been to the Caribbean. Ew. I just said Caribbean. No, wait. Caribbean. No, yeah, I do say Caribbean. Damn, you ever forget how to pronounce a word? Bro, like, because a lot of people are like, oh, you say Colorado so weird. You say Ohio so weird. So I was like, trying to like almost fix that. And then, like, I was starting to pay attention, and I accidentally started to add A's onto other words. Like on stream, I literally said Idaho. I was like, what the fuck? What countries do I want to visit the most? I want to go to Iran. I want to go to Iran so bad. And I can without a visa. I don't even need a visa to go to Iran because this is the last year that I have my Russian passport. I need to get that renewed. I'm scared if I go to the embassy, they'll fucking draft me. It should be such a fucking inconvenience. But Iran, Argentina. Damn. I just gave off the same energy as fucking white moms at restaurants saying gracias. Nah, but if I can, I feel like if I can pronounce some shit correctly, I'm gonna try to do it. Like, I don't say, like, jarrito. Like, when I'm at a Mexican restaurant, like, I ask for a jarrito. Or, like, if my homie's mom makes arepas, I'm like, oh, shit, she made arepas. And he's like, yeah. I do have an American passport. I have 4 passports. Actually, 3. I have 3 passports. I'm supposed to have my 4th. I just haven't officially filed for it yet. He didn't ask to be born Latino. But no, Iran, Argentina. I want to go to Cuba bad. Mexico. Revisit Ireland, because it's been a long ass time since I've been to Ireland. Go back to Kyrgyzstan and Russia. Maybe China. A little bit of China. India, badly. And Botswana. I've wanted to go to Botswana for a while now. Which is the 4th? Okay. So I have a Kyrgyz passport because I was born in Kyrgyzstan, right? So I'm a Kyrgyz national. But I think that might have gotten revoked. I'm not sure. It might have expired. I have a Russian passport because I'm Russian ethnically, I speak Russian, and that made me eligible for Russian nationality. And I lived in Russia for a bit too. Those two. And I have my American from when I was naturalized, right? And then my dad is like completely Irish, and so is my grandmother. And in Ireland, they have a thing called a grandmother clause. If your grandmother's Irish and you can prove it, you become an Irish citizen. So that's my 4. Squeezy went to India. I saw that. But my next destination within the States, as most of you know, how the fuck did I just do that? Actually, I don't know how many of you watch my Twitch lives in this chat. Hold up. Pour myself a glass of water to this wine glass. I'm a pretentious little shit. But my next 2 destinations within the States, I don't really count the Appalachians because I go to the Appalachians for day trips all the time. They're like an hour away from me. Might swing up to Asheville to get some barbecue again. But my next 2 within the States are Florida and good old Kansas. Florida, I'm going alone. My last name. Oh, yeah. Always wanted to go to Canada. Canadians actually have some pretty good food, surprisingly. I haven't been much around Canada. I've only been to 2 Canadian provinces. Quebec and Ontario. But I've been around the GTA a lot. I don't know if I have any Canadians in chat, but I've been to... So the GTA, for those who don't know, is the greater Toronto area. 1 in every 3 Canadians. I'm trying to fix the way I say Canadians from now on. So I'm going to start saying Canadians. It's so unnatural, though. Nah, fuck it. Whatever. Embrace it. 1 in every 3 Canadians live in the GTA. So I have an aunt who used to live in Mississauga, but actually moved to Toronto, one of the 6 neighborhoods. So I've been there quite often. And I've been to London, Ontario. And I've been to Ottawa, which is beautiful. Niagara Falls, the Canadian side, and the American side. Quebec City. Whatever. Right? Like, the usual spots that people go. But Canadians have some nice delicacies. Poutine, if y'all know poutine. Poutine is really, really nice. Love me some good poutine. And beaver tails. Got good beaver tails, which is like a pastry. But someone said, have I ever been to... yeah, I think other states can get into Canada with just a license. Actually, I think that stopped because of President Trump. But my phone's about to die. This might end at any given second. But let me go upstairs. Yeah. I'm going to just answer this one last question, and then I'll call it quits. Yeah, I've been to upstate New York. I've been in the Syracuse area. I've been to Albany. And been to Buffalo one too many times for my liking. I do not like Buffalo whatsoever. So those are not fun experiences. If I was in upstate New York, I'd simply just move to the city.